Hi, folks, and welcome back into some more MLB The Show 25 franchise here with the Boston Red Sox on the Tisbury 33 Games channel. And we are jumping right in to this series against the New York Metropolitans. In game one of this series, we find ourselves back against the ropes against Yoan Duran. And he gets strikeout number one. He gets to Don Rafaela with strikeout number two. And let me guess. I'll let you guess at home. What happens to Christian Campbell here? If you said strikeout number three, you're correct. All right, so Dora the Explorer segment over very quickly as we already set the table here for what will be game number two. In dominant fashion, the Mets, at least at the very end here, dominantly take care of us in the ninth inning, and Duran gets his fifth save as Edward Alzolay gets the win. Excuse me, I just yawned again. Very unprofessional. I'm not going back to re-record it. But we are here at Fenway Park. 13-5 is our record. Absolutely shot out of a cannon to begin the year. And yeah, this could be a postseason preview, I guess. The only postseason that we would be playing in would be the World Series, but really deceptive numbers here through one game. All right, but hey, two shortstops that are good. Okay. Either way, Mets, Sox going at it. It's going to be our first signs of Johnny Turner started the season with us. 1-1 in 3 games so far. 3.32 ERA, 14 strikeouts in 19 innings for our young former top prospect. Does get up a hit back up the middle. Francisco Lindor starts off the ball game with a single up the middle. Then Luis Angel Acuna, he gets a single back up the middle. Turner almost made the play 2 times, but ends up making the play 0 times. And now we got some speed on the base paths for what will be Juan Soto. On Soto, so I guess close signing with the Boston Red Sox, or at least there was an actual process and attempt made on trying to sign Soto. I would have been the happiest man on planet Earth. What we've seen from them in real life, he probably would have got traded at least around this time this year. So I guess I'm glad I saved myself from that pain. However, he does go up the middle again, this time into center field, not on the ground, through the air, and pick up the base knock in the RBI. So 3 straight singles followed by not 1, not 2, but let's count it 3 strikeouts to end the inning. So 3 straight singles followed by 3 straight strikeouts, and an up and down frame for Johnny Turner. But overall, 1 run given up. Not going to complain too much about that. Let's get the bats going. Who they'll be going against? Well, it is Joe Musgrove, not the Joe Musgrove of years past. An 8 ERA in 11 innings and 3 games started. Joe Musgrove. Strikeout rate of 10%, a walk rate of also 10%. Devers, fastball, he's just behind. This was center cut. Middle. He was unable to get a hold of it. And he pops out. Francisco Alvarez up the middle. Turner is going to try to turn 2 here. This time, 3rd time's the charm for Turner. As this one goes up the middle, he's able to snag it, snare it, and start the double play. Gets on the ground and gets 1 there. Toss over is in time, and that will do it. Tristan Casas in the bottom of the 2nd inning starts off with a base knock. He goes the pull side on the changeup outside part of the plate and just kind of muscles it pull side. I would like to see him kind of go the other way there, but we will take it. Roman Anthony up the middle. This will find some grass, and 2-1 for the Red Sox. We're going to try to tie this thing up. I would love if we did. Roman Anthony off out of the gates a little slow, but we are getting there. Marcel Meyer, 2.55 batting average, was hitting more towards 300, so he's starting to come down a bit. Did time up this fastball, but just not a good swing result. Good swing decision and process did not get the result we wanted. Luis Angel Acuna. This one is popped up going towards the dugout of Casas, who's able to make the catch. A little web gem for Casas. He goes over the railing to pull this one back in. Let's take one more look at it. I think we're going to get a second look. There he is, and whoop. Thank you. And staying up on that top ledge and fall into the dugout, which is good for him. And then you're going to get a double play about a pitch later. So Casas brings out the glove, and, a real nice snag in foul territory. Then a double play the next pitch that he starts and finishes. A couple steps over, gloves it, tosses it, and then right back to the bag to complete the double play. Jarren Duran lifts a cutter high, deep right field. This will drop down and stay in the yard. You know what that means. Triple incoming, and in there just ahead of the tag as Jarren Duran smokes one for his second triple of the year. Hitting into that alley is so impressive, how he just kind of gets on his horse and runs. The Angry Lizard in full effect. Barely missed a home run by, let's say, 15 feet or so, maybe even less than that, and then able to speed all the way around second base and get ahead before the Vientos tag was applied. Alex Bregman, 297 hitter. Can he bring him home? No, he cannot. At least not right now. But, ball gets away. Alvarez threw it into left field, and Duran scores. So the wild pitch and the error on the catcher, you see going down to block it is Alvarez, and kind of assumed that Duran, with his speed, he was trying to make more of a play on it. Duran gave up, went back to third, and there you go. If you're wondering, hey, we got bailed out, would have scored anyway. Devers splits the outfielders 102 off the bat. Not quite a triple, but he'll settle for the double and sets the table for Casas, seeing if he can do anything here with 2 outs in the inning. 1-1 count. Casas, cutter inside. This is going towards the monster and settling under it, and this will bang off the monster as the dive by the center fielder is not completed. It goes all the way into center field, and Casas a stand-up triple. It's not unbelievable to have 2 triples in 1 inning at Fenway Park. We just saw the nooks and crannies and different ways we can do it. You saw 2 different avenues. I would have not bet a million years that Tristan Casas was going to have one of them. Wong, check swing, pop to Vientos. He makes a nasty play on it and really saves a run. If he does anything short of what he just did there, it is most likely a run scored, as Wong can fly a bit. And he does beat it. It would have been out, but anyway, we stay here at 2-1. And this is about the point of the video where we stop having fun. Fun is dead right here. Turner gets blooped by Pete Alonso. Get 2 on, no outs. See right here, a little bloop. And that brings up J.J. Bleday, who goes into left field. Durant covers. He's going to throw it in. Bases are loaded. So no outs still. As it's the Mets starting to put things together. Ryan Clifford. Smash, but Casas there. 110 off the bat. Rob of RBI, if not 2. This thing was absolutely obliterated, and Casas is going to need a new hand after this. 3 great plays we've seen from Tristan Casas. But this is it. Francisco Alvarez, the dive by Rafaela it kind of just keeps the ball from getting by him, then can't throw it in quick enough. And there he is. We have 2 score for the Mets, and we are down 3-2 all of a sudden. Alvarez, you see right there the dive. We wanted to dive for the ball. Rafael ends up diving to keep the ball from getting to the wall, which was odd. And then Casas doesn't go home with it. They have the run on to prevent the double play. Beautifully job they did. But Casas kind of just froze. Ended up going to first base instead of home. Probably would have got the runner. And then Lindor sneaks this one down the line. Another double for him, or another double for the Mets. His first of the day, his 4th of the season. It's 5-2. Luis Angel Acuna with 2 strikes, 2 outs. He lazily flips one into center field. Another run scores. and all of a sudden you blink, and you go up from up 1 to down 4. And we get Simeon Woods Richardson. We're going to call this. We're going to try to calm down Johnny Turner. He was 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. We're going to talk to him for a second, try to calm him down. And he's going to throw a pitch to Juan Soto, and I'm going to cry. This one in the center field, Rafael, all he can do is look up at it. Into the batter's eye. It is 8-2 in a dastardly 7-run inning for the New York Mets, as Johnny Turner just didn't have it in him. Just didn't have it. And we are going to, after this call, right to the bullpen and get Simeon Woods Richardson involved in this ball game. And again, to keep it lightly, we don't stay much longer in this bullpen or in this game. We're going to get Woods Richardson in. We're going to see him trying to get out of this jam. And then we're going to skip to the end because we were in point of no return. If you're familiar with the Rockies franchise, we had a lot of those games. Not so much here in this franchise so far. As Rafael, another dive, he can't make the catch. But we've gotten it at least once or twice already, and we're going to get it here again. J.J. Bleday, 1-2 count. Swing and miss on the changeup. And we do get out of the frame, but not before 7. A very crooked number. Thrown up 14 hits, and it's 11-2 in the 9th. The only reason I'm showing this Roman Anthony at bat is because boom sauce, left field, into the monster seats. I just wanted to show that because Roman Anthony home runs are cool and fun. Very fun indeed. I was debating not showing that. I think there was a couple more home runs by the Mets. But yeah, that's it. That's all we got. Not a good showing. Duran really shoved it up her ass, and then you got this last minute hoorah by the Red Sox, but unfortunately not enough. Too little, too late, and we check out of this one. So we do lose to the Mets here, but we are going to focus or shift our focus rather to another player lock with another one of these players. We were talking about it last episode. If you're able to watch, if you haven't, go back and watch, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But go back. We were talking about Roman Anthony, did a little player lock with him, talking about his contract extension kicks in. He's getting $23 million. He's not going back down to AAA. Guys like Marcelo Meyer and Christian Campbell, applies to them as well, will be playing through their struggles. The last couple of years, we had to get a second baseman to replace the Christian Campbell. Brendan Donovan in that first year, 2026, and then 2027 last year is Brendan Rodgers. This year, we're not making any trades for second base. Nothing for right field. Nothing for shortstop, barring injury. These guys get injured, different story. But we got to have them really show up. And Christian Campbell, again, out of the gates, very, very slow. We'll show this defensive highlight just to kind of get us started. But we're going to go through basically the rest of this month and every series, at least play one game with Christian Campbell. Helps set the scene for the month and really get through some of these games and these teams, but also get a chance to talk about, hang out with Christian Campbell. Great hit here. Curveball inside. He actually fights the other way, gets good wood on it. Not quite a hard hit, 94 miles per hour, so won't get a barrel on Baseball Savant, but we'll get 2 RBI on Baseball Reference, and that's what matters. Here in the 5th inning, it's an 8-7 game, and barely missing an RBI there, but he will get on base, probably an error, and it is an E5 that puts Campbell on base and loads the bases. We do have the 9-8 lead now, and in the 7th, Campbell will sinker right at the knees. Tough pitch. We'll let it slide. Next up is another game against the Astros, and Zach Eflin is on this time, and it will be a looper that Jesus Sanchez tracks down on Jackie Robinson Day. In the bottom of the 4th, still out there, Zach Eflin. Christian Campbell hitting 169, and that average is going down. Again, good swing decision. It was a cutter inside, but we did time it up well. Just didn't get the good, PCI, I guess, is what it was. Again, we don't have our PCI turned on, and Will bloop a sinker about the same spot that cutter got us before, and this time. See, I'd much rather get out on that swing decision and swing result than get out on the other one we had. In the 9th inning, I know, just not a strike, but they call Christian Campbell out on strikes, and the Astros do end up winning. Final game against the Astros, we line one into right field that won't go for an RBI, but will be a base hit, so that is beautiful. And Christian Campbell doing some good things here. And does that set the table for potentially a run? I would love to see it. Don Raffaello also hitting about his weight. And we showed this play because without Campbell going, that's an easy double play. With him going, he's staying out of double play. That scores a run, and that's some big stuff from him. So we end up finishing up that Houston series. We go to Las Vegas in the new stadium for the Athletics. We've already showed this off before, but old friend Tanner Houck on the mound. So first time really facing off against Tanner Houck. First time Houck has pitched against the Red Sox. And, that's a cutter that should have been destroyed that Campbell just missed for whatever reason. Don't know if it was he missed it or he was too early, too late. Red Sox do come back to beat the Athletics. We stay in Oakland as bases loaded. We bring Christian Campbell in off the bench. He can't break the tie 1-1. It will be an infield fly, and that's all she wrote there. Strikes out against Toronto as we're now north of the border. The Passport Kid. Fun fact, in real life, if you don't remember, they went to Mexico for 2 games before they started their season. 2 games in spring training. Christian Campbell didn't have a passport. He found out he was going to make the team. They had to quickly get a passport from Florida to Florida for him so he can go to Mexico and chill with the fellows, which I thought was pretty funny. But the Blue Jays do end up winning that game, and we take on the Tampa Bay Rays. And still more the same. Christian Campbell just can't get it together. The swing is too herky-jerky. The swing is too just inconsistent and just hasn't found that rhythm ever. He does get a good piece here. Won't score a run. But that is all... we get these hits every once in a while, but too many 0 for 4s, too many strikeouts. Is he just late there? It seems like the pitches he shouldn't swing at, he is. The pitches he should swing at, he isn't. And, stuff that you'd see maybe that rookie year, right? We saw that rookie year, fine. Went down to Worcester, played decent enough when he was down there, but not really like beating the world up like we thought he probably should be in that environment at this skill. Will he be able to figure it out? I'm sure hoping so. Again, we are going to push through these rookie struggles. Just these struggles in general. He's no longer a rookie. He's been on the team for parts of 3 seasons now. We're expecting him to kind of figure this out. Meyer, same thing. He's had, I guess, the best production on everybody. Roman Anthony actually during this stretch had a real good time, and we'll talk about him a little bit later as well in an episode coming up. But Christian Campbell, just no one likes cold soup, man. Said the title of the video, and he's just been cold. I mean, came into this player lock scenario, and I'm not the best player lock guy, but I'm only playing 1 out of every 3, 1 out of every 4 games, and his batting average continues to go down. It started near 200, now it's down below $170, closing in on $160. But we had a couple of moments. We do draw a couple of walks. An old friend, Tony Gonsolin here, and John Schreiber is going to walk us again. But will Christian Campbell figure it out? Let us know in the comments below. What do you think he needs to do to change the tune and really embrace this role? We gave him this big contract. We believe in him. He's not going anywhere anytime soon, but it just does suck seeing him just not being able to put it together. But I don't know. Hopefully everything works out, but we shall see between the big 3.
We wrapped up April. We took on the Mets. We got pounded, and then we kind of followed Christian Campbell around, and as you can see, it wasn't too great. He is now only hitting 167. The average against lefties is going down. He is going up against righties, but I just don't really know what to do. We're going to have to kind of force him to play. Just continuing to just regress and regress and regress. Well, he does have a positive WAR, I guess, because his fielding is improving. I don't know, man. I just don't know. He is walking a good amount. I'm just not sure really what the fix is. You look at everyone else, Marcelo Meyer, he's starting to regress a bit, which is wild, especially after his really hot start to the season. But since then, ice cold and actually going down against lefties, down in the vision department because he is striking out 32 times in 29 games. But either way, we have liked what we saw from him for the most part. Ceddanne Rafaela just continues to just not really hit. So you're not really getting any production out of your bottom three, which sucks. However, Roman Anthony is here. I think he is finally breaking out. 252 average, 7 home runs, which is was basically like a fourth of his entire major league production to that point. The first month has been awesome. 8 doubles, 7 home runs, 828 OPS. He is finally here. You're getting good production from everybody else. Everyone else is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Devers is cold, but still has 9 home runs in the first month. Bregman's going down just because of age, but everything else is really playing up, and Duran playing up, but again regressing just because of age and all those other things. But for the most part, doing well. What is the key? If we decide, hey, Marcelo Meyer isn't cutting it, or not, Christian Campbell isn't cutting it, what's the thing? Well, maybe Duran in center, Walker in left, and then Campbell on the bench with Meyer or Rafaela in at shortstop, Meyer at second, something like that. I'm not sure, but either way, let's check in on the pitching staff. Crochet doing Crochet things. Blow up start here against Houston. Wasn't great against Las Vegas, but other than that has been pristine. Bayo has been okay. Gavin Stone has been okay. Johnny Turner has been rough a little bit. And Nori Hayashi has been excellent. Excellent. In his first 7 starts has gone 39 innings, only walking 10, striking out 22, a 2.95 ERA, 3 quality starts. FIP is wild, though, so maybe not as good as we think he's doing. Either way, Simeon Wood Richardson just had to kind of wear that Mets game on his chin. Didn't do great against Toronto. Didn't look great against Kansas City recently either. Vest good, Whitlock okay, Kopech good, Burke good, Slayton okay, Puck we'll say okay, and Bautista still lights out. So, as we stand right now, we do have a slight lead against the Orioles. It wasn't, a kind end of the month for us. You do have the Royals and the Twins and the Guardians all with our same win total. Astros up as well. Braves up there. Cubs and Pirates up there. And then Dodgers and Diamondbacks and the Giants. So we thought we were hot shit. Everyone else became hot shit. We will see you next time. Things have to get better. We'll see when they do. Hopefully this next month is a little bit better for us. Even though Yankees 10-24. That's what we like to see. See you next time. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff.